It's Sunday, the 5th of March, and you know what that means. You ready for this? Do we have what it takes to defeat the cube? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. How are you all doing? Louis Vlogs and Games here. Welcome back to another new video on the channel. Welcome to vlog 102 of the vlog series, where today you joined us 95 miles up at the north at a city that we haven't gone for a long time. And no, it's not Coronation Street, because I know what this place is, but we're here as me and Mr. Seagull, aka Team Orange, are going to be taking on the cube live right here in Manchester. So you currently just joined us in the Nando's, we're getting some dinner, but we just want to have a talk about what mini games in the cube we think we'd be good at. So I'd be good at the Pathfinder one, and you have to memorise the path and you've got to like find your way there without stepping off it. And there is the barrier one that you have to do it blindfolded, stepping over something. That's going to be hard, but looks like he's got it. And then there is one that you have to like drop 50 balls into the cube. You've got to pick them all back up. Two player, that's going to be a difficult one. We'll just see what mini games are there once we finished our Nando's. Just coming out of Nando's, by the way, I had a chicken sandwich, and here we are, that we can see Urban Playground. It's that time now. We can just see the Urban Playground up there. You can see the cube as well. About to go inside Manchester Arndale and get in the Urban Centre. So, what are we waiting for? Let's go inside Manchester Arndale Shopping Centre. We head up the escalators to the first floor, and once we make a 180-degree U-turn, we can see the Urban Playground. This is it. This is it. Found it. And here it is, right here, right now at Manchester Arndale. Let's go inside and get our session booked for 3 o'clock. You may have seen the TV show, and this is what it's based off. There is 12 different minigames at the Urban Playground for you to have a go in. Out of the 12, we will be taking on 7 random minigames selected. We have no idea what minigames we'll be up against, but we will see eventually. Now, in the main TV show, you'd get 9 lives to beat 7 games to win £250,000. But that's not the case for this one, because in each game here, we will have 3 attempts at a certain game before it's game over. Anyways, it is getting close for our game to start up, so let's get our names on the board and pick our team name. We was going to go for
Team Yellow.
Yellow, weren't orange?
Oh, I mean orange.
Orange. But we changed it at the last second to Team
180.
but with a bunch of T's at the end. Don't ask why. And here is our good old ITV friend, Philip Schofield, to tell us more about the cube. When I first saw this on TV, I was like, I was going to beat all the games to be the £250,000 like most Farah was on the cube. But it is way different now compared to the TV. Anyways, let's get started with our first game out of the 7, and it is Replicate.
Is a 2-player game. You will have 5 seconds to memorize the red and blue color pattern that will appear on the floor of the cube. Once it disappears, you must then replicate the color formation from memory by placing a red or blue block on each square.
And for the first time today, we have stepped inside the cube with our first game, Replicate. Basically, we just have to memorize the color blocks and where they're supposed to go. So, as in half and half, we're going to put down where the red blocks should go first before we place down all the blue ones.
checking if it's good enough, and it's now time to place down the rest of the remaining blue blocks. We were pretty confident enough. Now let's see if we've got it right. And just as that, we beat the first game, first try. And we're straight on to our second game, invert.
Using only one hand, you must turn all 15 cylinders over within 12 seconds. They must all be standing at the end. It will go together, so you'll need to be fast and accurate.
Since this game is a solo round, I decided to put Adam up for the challenge on this one. Go on now. Go on now. Second game completed already with no lives lost.
You were good at this, your team, aren't you?
We move straight on to game number 3. It is loop.
You must roll the ball around the loop with a precise amount of power so that it lands in the target container.
I'm stepping up for this one because I thought I'd be good at these type of mini games. And this one, what the hell was I thinking? Well, it didn't go across the red line, so that did not count. Thank God for that. Oh, a little bit too much power on that one. Maybe I'll just slow it down a teeny tiny little bit. It will go in this time. Despite that little mess up there, I still managed to beat the third game, and now we're on to our fourth game, Apricure.
You must deposit 25 balls into the target box. You have 20 seconds. This game requires speed and accuracy. The slightest error may cost you a life.
This is another solo minigame, so who knows what could happen. I do have quite a fast hand on me, so I thought I'd give this one a go. 25 balls into the container in 20 seconds. Let's see if I can do it in that time. The balls kept falling out of my hand, so that is a life lost, and this second go was nothing to say either. The different thing is I'm doing now that I'm holding my hand onto the box so I don't let go of it. I still had a few balls left, and then it was my final go, and yes, the hoodie is off for this last attempt. I had 2 balls left, and unfortunately I have ran out of lives, so we didn't complete game number 4, but we are now going to continue on to game number 5, which is Transpose.
This is a You must balance the ball on the beam whilst making your way across the field together, stepping on the markers and finishing in the end zone. The game will test your hand-eye coordination as well as your teamwork.
And now we move on to game 5, Transpose, which took us a lot of effort to do. And if I was to be honest here, we was crap at the game. We took too long. The ball keeps moving side to side near us. And I couldn't even have a clue if a platform is red behind me. So I had to figure out where I should put my feet to step on it to turn green. And sometimes the ball just likes to roll off the plate as usual. Our second attempt sees us got a little bit further with 3 squares being lit up green, but then we had 1 life left and we thought we'd use the simplify. There was less blocks this time, so instead of having 7 squares on the floor, there was now 5. With our final go, we managed to get further, but not quite the furthest that we would get. We ran out of lives, unfortunately. So, out of the 5 games that we have played so far, we managed to beat 3 out of the 5. Our 6th game is where it gets harder. It's barrier.
Blindfolded, you must step over the barriers that run across the cube without dislodging them. The game is completed when both feet have cleared the final barrier. Under pressure and in darkness, your judgment will become severely distorted.
We now move on to barrier. We still do have a swap lifeline on us, so I'm going to be taking the first 2 goes, and if I mess up, I'll let Alan take over on the last attempt. Who knows what could happen. I was so close, but I did not manage to step over that barrier in time. But I think I can do it again now, so I'm going to give it another shot. And if I don't, Anna will take over. But this is where I went a bit off track. Guess we can use the lifeline now.
Right, I swapped. We're lucky that we still had that lifeline. And now Alan's going to take my last go. I was that close.
Could Alan save the game with a win?
Good start. Is this bit here? Quite basic, too. Last one now. I'll just go now. Yes! That was a wise decision having to swap there.
It was a wise decision using that swap at the end of that round, as our final game will be a team mini-game, and it is no other than Multi-Spear 2.0.
This is a 2-player game. You will release 50 balls into the cube. When the floor flashes red, you must pick them up and place them into the container within 20 seconds. So, how good is your teamwork under pressure?
And we've stepped into the cube for the last time for Multi-Spear 2.0. We was going to get 20 seconds, but since we was a higher level than the rest of the others, we only had 15 seconds to pick up 50 balls. So this is a tough task. We still had a few more balls left, 2 more goes, and I wish we saved that Simplify for the last game. It was a waste on Transpose. And there was still some left near the door. We only had 1 more attempt to beat the game here, and it all depends on this one. And that means our final game is over. Now, let's have a look at our final scores. And this here was our final screenshot. What a day it has been. With that being said, our time here at the Urban Playground is over. Now it's time for the conclusions. So, out of the 7 games that we've beaten today, we have managed to beat 4 out of the 7 games that we've did today. That is not bad for an hour work. We still managed to beat some games there, and we're glad we did. It's a shame that we stumbled up on a few that we've messed up, but it doesn't matter really, because all we came is for a very good time. And I would highly recommend doing that again, because if you have seen the ITV show The Cube, you should check it out right here at the Urban Playground in Manchester. So, guess I'm going to leave the video here now, because I've got nothing better to do. So I just want to say thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you all did enjoy. If you want to see more videos like this one, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos. And we'll see you all in the next one. Until next time, bye guys, see ya!